know, guys. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see the stomp kill and the poison kill simultaneously. Yeah, you know. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because Green Stompy is back, guys. It is back and better than ever. I had done a Green Stompy a while ago. I think maybe a couple of weeks. It was a little bit. I think almost at the beginning of what we were doing with this new Outlaws at Thunder Junction. I had done a Green Stompy, kind of testing out the new stuff. Yeah, I was back in April, yeah, almost a month ago. And I haven't done one since. And I said, we got to revisit the Green Stomp, man. I love the Green Stomp. But the one thing I noticed is that I was getting a lot of kills with Tyrannics. And I said, maybe, guys, just this guy on his own was doing a lot. But I said, what if we leaned into that Toxic? What if we made it worse? What if we made this the Stompy Venom? The Stompy Poison. Some of you are already clicking off and disliking because you hate poison so much, but I beg you, stay a while and listen and check out this new version of Stompy Green that I think you'll really enjoy. Before we get down to that, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, well, guys, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe. It's just going to happen. He's going to rip you up real bad for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel, becoming a villain today. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch, or hit that bell and you can see us live on YouTube. You'll be notified anytime we go live on YouTube as well. Either way, 2 ways to watch. That's for you. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, anything else you want is going to be right there. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this Stompy Venom, go right down to the AetherHub. So what are we talking about when we talk about Surprise Venom? Well, it's a little bit of deception here, because people might think we're starting with a regular kind of Toxic Green, or maybe even Toxic Golgari, and they think we might have black, but we're going to trick them on the high end here. Bushwhack is a great way to mana fix. We are going to need to play some of these heavier things right here, and it's probably our only version of targeted removal that we're going to have. Target creature you control fights creature you don't. That's perfectly fine. Or we can search for a card and we can search for a mana to make sure we get those mana fixings in very, very smoothly. So that's a great opener right there. Smuggler's Surprise. This is a card that will be discussed at a later date. Venerated Rot Priest. 1 green, 1/2 Toxic Phyrexian Druid. Just what nobody wants to see come down on the board. Nobody wants to see this card drop. They hate it. They don't like it. They don't want to see it. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gains a poison counter. Everyone opens with this move. They go, uh-oh, because the only way to get rid of it is either force sacrifice, otherwise you're taking a poison counter. I like to play this turn 1. You put it on the board. A lot of people already know what time it is. They think you're going full poison. They might think you're going full Golgari Toxic, Selesnya Toxic, or something, but secretly we're going Stompy. The great thing about this is it's also going to start the poison chain early on in the game. It's going to start poisoning up early on in the game, which we can slowly start building their toxicity up. Ermid Script Gurger, the Phyrexian right here. 1 green and 1/0/3. Ermid Script Gurger gets +3 as if 3 more oil counters. It adds 1 mana of any color. Great little ramper right here. And then, of course, it exiles a card from the graveyard and puts an oil counter on it. So you get to ramp, you get to deny Reanimator, some of their stuff out of the graveyard if you get it, and it eventually becomes a nice 3/3 creature. Not a bad little deal right there for us. Overall, a pretty cool card to put down. Gaia's Gift. Now we're going to have 2 protection cards in this deck. 1 green and 1. +1, it gains Reach, Trample, Hexproof, and Indestructible until the end of turn. Extremely useful, correct? That will stop a full on board wipe, not a board exile. targeted removal, even a targeted exile or anything like that, and give somebody who they don't expect to get trample and a +1, or catch somebody out of the sky. All around, just a green Swiss Army knife right there. The other protection we have is Tyvar's Stand, which is 1 green, and it gives somebody hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. You could also pay the X amount, which gives somebody +X. And that, of course, will add to the power and toughness that you can do to blow through. But all in all, people are going to be trying to remove our stuff. They're going to be trying to cramp our style real hard with their kill cards and their blasts and whatever they got. And sometimes you got to negate that. The fun thing about playing these protection cards on your own creatures as well is that if they do Rot Priest, if you have Rot Priest out, it will stop them. It will give them poison for you targeting the spell and for them targeting the spell. So if they try to play like removal on Colossal Ratworm, they get a poison for it, and then we play Tyvar's Stand, and then they get another poison for it. So things kind of go from bad to worse if you are hitting protection spells when they've already directed a removal your way. Bloated Contaminator, kind of the synthesis of what we're doing here. A Stompy Trample creature, 1 green and 2 very cheap, 3-drop, 4/4 Toxic and Trample. Whenever Bloated Contaminator deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. That proliferate is not only going to be for poison, it is also going to be for the amount of extra counters and power that we're going to have on everything else that we're doing, because we have different ways to increase the power of everything that we have going on here, which is extremely useful. Gaia's Gift, of course, gives a 1/1. We'll be able to proliferate off that, or the proliferation from the 1/1 counters we get from the Railway Brawler as we go in. So he's kind of both. He's a stompy guy, he's a big body, he's trampling and toxic proliferate. Very nice. Colossal Ratworm. What I like to do in the middle of the game is I like to flash my Colossal Ratworm. I just like to get it out there all of a sudden. 2 green and 2, 6/5. Colossal Ratworm has flash as long as you control a desert. Well, we have a lot of deserts. That almost gives it haste, because if we have a desert out and we have 2 green and 2, 4 mana total, we can immediately put it down at the end step, and then next turn it starts our turn. At the beginning of our turn, it starts in our possession, meaning it doesn't have summoning sickness. It is a 6/5 trample. Man, I remember when a 6/6 trample used to cost like 7. Rootbreaker Worm and all that. Anybody remember Rootbreaker Worm and Craw Worm from back in the day when green used to be crazy expensive? Leave a comment if you remember those cards. I got a million of them somewhere. So we're really bringing up the power here with 6/5 for 4. We can also exile it from your graveyard. We can search for a desert and put it on the battlefield tapped, which will help us ramp in case it gets killed. We can play it out of the desert. Really like this one. I mean, it's just a solid 6/5 trampler with the ability to get flash in. It's not bad at all. Railway Brawler, I seem to be playing him more and more in every deck. That's because he is incredibly powerful. 2 green and 3, 5/5, reach, trample, Rhino Warrior. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the power. We can plot it for 1 green and 3, meaning that on turn 4, or if we just have 4 mana, we can pay that, and he gets plotted. Next turn or any other turn after, he can come into the battlefield for free. That means we can kind of line up our shots if we do it correctly. We can put him down, and then everything else, every other stompy creature we play, comes in with double the amount, or it comes in with double power and toughness. If it was a 6/6 like Colossal, it'll actually be a 12/10 when we get put down right here with Railway Brawler on the board. Just a huge power engine on that right there. Just a huge amount of way to put an enormous amount of 1/1 counters. You're really even going to not to need. If you hit, like I said with Bloated, if you hit Proliferate and you make everybody go up 1, I mean, the amount of power that they're going to have already is just going to be incredible from Railway. So he is absolutely worth it. In his own right, he is a 5/5 reach trampler, so he's no slouch either, man. It's not like he's just a little guy that helps everybody out. He's a big boy. He's a big rhino and makes everything just twice as tough, as it were. The Superman of the hour, this is the guy. This is the win con right here, guys. I love this card. Probably one of my favorite green cards in the meta right now. Why? Because it's so anti-meta. Because it is such a pain in the ass to deal with, especially when you're going to use the tricks that we get out on the board. We use all these tricks to get it out on the board faster and more aggressive. It cannot be countered. Take that blue. Ward 5, take that red and possibly black. He is not easy to kill. He cannot be stopped. He is inevitable. 4 green, 4 and 3 green. He's a 7-drop, 8/8 Trample, Haster, Toxic 4. I cannot speak highly of Tyrannix Rex enough. For real. He is the truth. He is the light and the way. He is a Phyrexian dinosaur, and he just murks people. We don't want to play him for 7. That's too expensive. We could ramp to play him to 7, but what if we wanted to play 2 of him at once? Do you know what I mean? What if we wanted to play 2 of him at once after playing Railway Brawler, so they came in as 2 16/16 tramplers with haste? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now. What if we utterly broke this thing and just pushed it beyond the total overkill of stompiness? I got you, man. We will. Goldvein Hydra is going to be 1 green and X00. You pay X, he comes in with that many 1/1 counters on. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. We're doing a lot of hasty greens. We need to move fast with green. The game moves fast. Stompy can't afford to wait 20 rounds to get ready anymore, man. It needs to kind of shoot and juke. The great thing about him is we kind of want him to die because he's an instant ramp, okay? So whenever he comes in, you put 1/1 counters, and when he dies, we create the number of tapped treasure token equal to power. So I like to drop him at least turn 2. He's a 3-drop, he's a 2/2, and he gives you 2 gold when he dies, unless he gets exiled. But a lot of people will kill him. The bigger he gets, the more treasure you'll get on the back end right there, which is extremely useful. He's a great blocker, he's a great attacker, just an aggressive card that gives us that extra mana that we can start ramping with to pay some of our bigger combination plays as we go. So that's Goldvein. We already talked about Tyvar. Here is the final one, Smuggler Surprise. Now I did a Smuggler Surprise previously, but I'm upping it with the Toxic right here. This is a spree card. This is 1 green, 1 green plus. You play 1 green, and then you can play any of these other things. Mill 4 cards. You may put 2 cards and lands from among the mid cards into your hand. Creatures you can pay 1. Creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible. That's very useful for your non-exile board wipes because it will leave for only basically 1 green and 1. It'll actually protect everything from your Bloat Boy to all the way up to your Tyrannix or a powerful Goldvein Hydra. Will actually protect them from board wipes or direct removal in a massive quantity. Or here's the big one. 1 green and then 1 more green and 4, you may put 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. You are allowed to play 2 of these big ass cards for 6 mana. What I like to save up for is like a Railway Brawler and a Tyrannix, or if I'm very lucky, I get to play 2 Tyrannix at once. Now remember, these are 2 8/8 hasters, cannot be countered, trample and ward 8. Once they hit the ground, man, it's almost completely over. If the 16/16 trampling hitting doesn't do them in, the preliminary poison that we may have poisoned with, because they can only do 8 poison together, Toxic 4 and Toxic 4, all of the build-up toxic that we've built up in their system from Venerated and maybe Bloated Contaminator right here will probably finish the job. You've got 2 ways to win, guys. Big Stompy Trample and building up the toxicity of our cities right there. That's what we like to do. I love alternate win cons. I love backup plans. Big, toxic, green Stompy. I hope you like it. I hope you like the video and you leave a comment to tell me what you think. On the mana base, we're doing 1 Hunter's Maze for the card draw right there. A Conduit Pylons for the desert. I like this Surveil, and I like this Sandstorm Verge. This one is actually extremely useful because target creature can't block. If they have a big stomper or a big wall that's in your way, you can get your Rattleworm or your Bloat Boy across the finish line and hit either that poison, even if they only can block the Venerated, they can't block the Venerated or something, or their big creature can't be blocked like that. Get that poison across, get that damage across with the Sandstorm Verge. Not bad for the deserts right there. So it is 100% alchemy legal, and it is 100% standard legal. Your choice. 15 Phyrexians, but we have a little bit of everything from beasts to worms, dinos, hydras, druids, Phyrexians, rhinos, 8 instants, 3 sorceries, 24 lands altogether, 3 deserts, 20 forests, 2.6 average. Even with the expensive cards, it's not that expensive of a deck. The front end being kind of a standard poison deck, and the back end being a heavy boy Stompy. Somebody just said, why no Cavern of Control? You could do Phyrexians. Yeah, there's a lot of Phyrexians. If you really wanted to go anti-more control, you could do the cave for the anti-control tech right there, in case you wanted to. Cavern of Souls, sure, why not? You could throw one in and choose Phyrexian for your pleasure. We don't want to dilute the mana too much because we want to make sure that we have enough to hit the double green. So a lot of times the shuffler will give you like one forest and then one of these and then one of these and then one of these, and you don't have enough green. So you want to be careful, but Cavern of Souls is never a bad idea, especially with the fact that this is a heavy Phyrexian deck right here. This is what it looks like on the horizontal view. For best of 3, boys, I really don't have too many options for you. I have some deals damage. If you want to do possibly some like deal damage stuff, let's see here. Bite down or anything like that. Venomous infectious bite's not a bad one. Bite down, trash the town is not bad. Anything like that is going to be extremely useful to kind of do more removal in case you're doing that. Those are fine ones to put in your sideboard in case you need a heavy removal if you're doing best of 3. But if we do this, that is what we're looking at right there. Smuggler's Surprise is kind of our wild card to play on the back end. It's really a 6-drop, so I consider it kind of a 6-drop because that's what we mostly run it on. This is going to be the double damage or the double win right here. I like to win with 2 win cons. My favorite thing is to do so much damage they die and have 10 poison. So they're really dead. They're the most dead guy ever. They get double, triple dead with this one. That's how I like to leave them. We are playing in Mythic rank right here, so we are getting those wins in Mythic. We are making some headway. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. What do you like about this Stompy poison? Or do you hate poison? You're ready for it to rotate out. Tell me that too. Here we go, guys. Let's get into the game. Lil He. Hee hee. Again, a little disappointed at the Stompy boys. I have a lot of Stompy creatures in the deck. The game is kind of telling me, yeah, you know, it's not really our thing. Who up flashing their Colossal Rattleworm? Okay, Rakdos. Heist. Probably direct removal, if I had to guess. Oh, Insane Lootmonger. I get a land off the top, which sucks. He's probably going to kill that if so let's foretell that. Troll of Khazad-dûm. There we go. The 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. Smuggler's Surprise. We'll do that. Alright. And turn. 40 in a row. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of knights. That's a lot of knights. He's gonna draw a card. Villainy. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Villainy. Hey, what's up, Demovia? What's up? Lord Vermeer. I don't know why you didn't do that before. Grave Expectations. Resolve. Villainy. That comes in as a nothing. Weird. My turn. Okay, that's a Railway Brawler. So let's Fighting Love here. Railway Brawler. Railway Brawler. Double Power. So those are pretty big factors, you know, generally speaking. Those were pretty big creatures. The 48/48 was probably my favorite one, but that was pretty cool when you think about it. Yeah, when you think about it. The 48/48 was pretty big. Thick boys. I hope you like that. DNS. Didn't I just fight this guy? I feel like I just fought this guy. I go first, love it. We're gonna start with a little splash of this. Okay. Boom. Alright, so now he's already up to 2 poison. Just in time for the big thick boys. Absolutely, Vorpal. You never want to miss them when the thick boys come on out. Oh, yeah. Boom. Boom. There we go. Got a question. Is there any way you can maybe put more video about that lore of some of your favorite creatures that you're using in the current time to help you understand about them? Please check out, we have a couple of lore videos on our podcast. We have a couple of lore videos on our podcast. Let's get rid of those. I would very much like you to watch them. They're very good. Hey man, just want to say your videos are really helpful as a new player. I really like the way you go over the cards and synergies. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. He's gonna block, stomp, glump, proliferate, submit. Very nice. Thank you so much, Trubular. Big fan of your bells. Trubular bells. That's a fucking deep cut right there. There's Sheoldred the Apocalypse, which kind of sucks, but hey, you know what happens. Draw. Fuck me, man. Alright. Creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible. It absolutely droughted me real spicy like. You never seen our podcast? Black Council Podcast, man. We do lore videos. We did lore about dragons, Phyrexians, Sheoldred. We did all kind of stuff on the podcast, man. It's right on my channel, as a matter of fact. That's an instant. So, we're going to do this. We're going to push. He knows I've got some sort of trick, right? Boof, boof. Hit, pop, boom, bop. Boom, bop. Okay. Skullcap Snail. I guess we gotta get rid of the Tyrahine. We're never gonna fucking cast that thing. Good lord. Jay, have you considered making a general deck building guide video as a special? Hypothetically, yeah, I have. I don't know how good it would do. That's the question. I don't know how good it would do. A target creature you control fights creature you don't. Boom. Like that. Beautiful. push in. Do that. Oof. Proliferated. Alright, so he's 1 away from getting toxicked out, even with the 2 mana. I have considered it. I have considered making deck theory videos. My problem with variety content, as you may consider it, as in, like, let me try some random content, is that, oh, look at this. All I need to do is play this card. See? When it's 2 ways to win, you just can't lose. Is that I would invest a lot of time and energy into making different kind of edited content, and if nobody likes it and nobody watches it, and it dies on the vine, then I've wasted time. And time is something I don't have a lot of, because I also have a day job. So I'm always hesitant to kind of jump out there with other stuff, but oh, look at this. What do we get here? Voldaren Thrillseeker. I already got all of them, so I got some treasure. Great. So yeah, I have considered that, and I may do it as time goes forward. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me link you to the podcast right here. We did the lore of Ravnica too, by the way. Here you go, Vorpal. Coming in. There you go. You follow that playlist. That we have 54 episodes for your pleasure. Believe it or not. What was the last lore? We did a lore of Ravnica. Before that, we did interviews with streamers. We've done the lore of dragons. We've done the lore of Phyrexians, the lore of Sheoldred herself specifically. Yeah, we've done a couple of lore videos, which I rather enjoy. They're not too popular. Mostly our deck builds are popular, but yeah, our preview and our deck builds are very popular. But I still enjoy doing these very much. Let me do this. Okay. No problemo. Happy to show you, Vorpal. Mr. Cthulhu, hey man, to love today's video. Cameron's one of my great sacrifice green comment. Love to see him doing work for me as well. Thank you so much, man. I'm happy to have him doing work for me also. Tubular Bells. Tubular Bells was that creepy music in the Exorcist. It is a very obscure. It is an extremely obscure reference. I don't blame you for not getting it. You're playing against a Ratted and it's gone insane. Yeah, speaking of Ratted Rabbit, you ever want to see a Ratted Rabbit go insane? Just go talk to my man. Whatchamacallit? What's his face? That one guy. You know that one guy that I'm talking about. Trex. Odactyl. He'll show you insanity. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room filled with rats. And it drove me crazy. Did you do the lore of Wipe Sumo? Told Mythic Pock Weaver is busted. Yeah, Mythic Weaver Pock is... Well, it's an alchemy card, so you know it's pretty broken. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. If he kills me... If he kills this Gold Vein Hydra, he's actually going to lose the game extremely fast. Which is funny to me. I hope he has no mana left, because I don't want him to cast a counterspell. Unless this is some sort of infinite loop here. So no lore of Wipe Sumo. I don't know what Wipe Sumo is. So he's going to put down a card. Okay, so he's got some sort of infinite loop, I think. No? Oh, okay, never mind. Are equal to the number of toughness. He's going to exile his rattle. He's going to be up rattling his worm. Hey, Mythweaver. Yeah, you know, here's the thing about Alchemy. They put busted cards in it because they want to test, they want to play test mechanics, which is a good idea. It's a fun idea. All right, commit, dude. Commit. It's all right. You're going to be fine. Don't worry. Giving me 3 treasure has never backfired ever in the history of the world, ever. In 1,000 years, it's never backfired. Let's do that. Boom. All right, it's gonna be my turn. Fantastic. So we're gonna do this. Does he have a spell pierce or something? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. There's some bad SpaghettiOs here, boys. I don't know, man. The damage. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see the stomp kill and the poison kill simultaneously. Yeah, you know. Double Rex swing bingo. Yes, and as a matter of fact, if he didn't die from damage, he would have actually got, I would have hit for 9 poison and proliferated for 1 more to 10. So that's the double kill. That's what we want to see there. That's how we know we're operating at peak efficiency. You may not like it, but that's peak Stompy deck. When you've killed them twice in multiple dimensions and through multiple angles, that's peak Stompy. Yeah. Let's open a pack real quick to celebrate. What's inside this delicious pack? Free start lookout. Tornado. None of this is interesting. Creosote Heath. It is filling up my vault, though. I gotta Rhyme the Rares from Smuggler Surprise. Yeah, Smuggler Surprise is... If you have the right hand, it's very bad. It's a game over. It's a green finisher insofar as they either counterspell it or they lose the game. It's one of those, like, it's that powerful for green. I know we have a lot of spells and other colors that are like, if you don't counter this, you immediately lose the game. That's pretty much Smuggler's Surprise. It's a 6-drop that can just put so much heat on the board so fast that it makes me want to flash my Colossal Rattleworm. Hey, what's up, MTG Hillbilly? Hillbilly. Guys, if you're in the YouTube chat, don't forget to like the video. I'd really appreciate it if you did. I'd love it if you liked the video. Howdy. Folks, let me tip my hat real quick. Thank you. Oh, Slick Shot Show Off. There he is. He's going to do that. He's going to put his eggs in baskets right there. We'll go for that banger. Let's put down the burger. All right. I think he might have me on this one. I don't really... The enemy of Stompy Green is aggro red, so, you know. I don't know why he played so aggressively here, but he did. He came out... Well, I guess he knew he was gonna... He had the cards, so... There's no shame in that. Let's do this. Let's do no attacks. Let's wait. We'll have to try to catch him in the air. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Monstrous Rage. Blockers. Oh, he's got a Monstrous Rage for that one too. Boom, boom, yeah. No way you can defeat mono red aggro with a Stomper, unfortunately. Just not possible. The only way you can really hit the Stomp out is if you just absolutely gun down everything. Like, bop, 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 bop. You have to have like 2 cut downs or 2 burns or 3 or 4 burns in your hand immediately to counter that. Stompy Green just dies right away to mono red aggro, but you know, you don't see it too much in whatever the hell this is called. Mythic. People use this to get to people use it to get to Mythic. They don't often play it in Mythic. Smaller. Beautiful. I love this hand. Smooth curve right here. Nothing like a nice smooth curved deck, as many may attest to. Tiny Bones. All right. Conduit Pylon. Smuggler Surprise. Kind of want to see that late game. We'll put that down right now. I do have the 3-drop. I think I'd rather do the Hydra 3-drop. He might go for the kill there. He is going to go for the kill there. Gaia's Gift. We'll drop that and do nothing. What did you write? Nice. Parmesan. Parmesan. Yes, Parmesan cheese. Parmesan. That was a Rick and Morty joke. They said, yeah, this dimension is exactly like ours, except that people say the word Parmesan is Parmesan. And they're like, damn it, not one fucking dimension worthy of ever living in. Which was pretty funny. Alright, who up rattling their worm right now? Let's do this. He's probably going to counterspell it. Oof. Very nice. Let's just wait. I'd rather keep the Gaia's Gift. Let him run it down. Bloat Boy! There we go. There we go with Bloat Boy. Oh. Someone's not paying attention. Dies and returns. We say Parmesan. I'm worried he's going to counterspell me here. Let's do this. Parmesan. Shore up. Very nice. Nice. That's what he's going to do. There we go. He's got a weird deck, Smallman. He's going to heist me one time. Parmesan. Oh, that's what it was. Parmesan. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was the Cthulhu. That was the Rick and Morty. Everyone says Parmesan. It's very funny to me. All right, let's do this. He's out of there. Smallman said no thank you. Parmesan. Up in New England. Oh, I've never been to New England. I've never been to the Northeast, period. Which is funny. I've been to... Farthest I've ever been east is... I've been to weird states in the Union. I've been to California one time. I've been down south a bunch. I've been to the Midwest a bunch. Parmesan. We enjoy those games, man. Zolganar, I see you lurking. Kamon Sensei. You want to see what I have in store, guys? I'll do it right after this. Zolganar, I see you, bro. I see you, bro. I'd like to go first one of these days. I heard it's pretty cool. Alright, he's going to put down black and then a removal. No, he's going to do all blue. We do that. We swing in. Hit him, fit him. Okay. He might's got some knockback. He's going to augury and proliferate. Alright. Okay, fantastic. Maybe some knockback. I'd love him to do some knockback. Going first is for chumps. Yeah, going first is for suckers, man. Only fucking losers go first. Let's do this. Let's try to get that. Let's swing in first, because I know he's got something in his hand. We know he's holding out priority, so he has some sort of instant in his hand. What kind of instant? I don't know. Hey, what's up, Delta Quadrant? What's love got to do with it? We glitching out again? Thank you for following Kami Red Panda. It's a funny name right there. He's using up all of his timer. Hit. Alright, how's about we try to get Armored Scrap Gorger out without him counterspelling it. I think he's gonna counterspell it though. There we go. That's fine. I can tell you're not very excited for Modern Season. You look like you fucked that set. I'm never playing it. I don't really play Horizons or Modern or Horizon Zero Dawn. I have played that game. I don't really play Historic. You know, so what's there for me to enjoy? It's not a standard set. There's Brawl that will benefit from it, which I play every now and again. I don't really fuck with Timeless. I don't really fuck with Historic. So there's not really a whole lot I'm there for, you know? Let's do that. He might counterspell that. We'll see. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're enjoying my YouTube. He's going to do a targeted removal on that guy. He's going to do it. He can't help it. He can't help it. You're going in. You can't help it. Oh. No. What mango? Infectious. Boom, boom, boom. There he goes. Boom. Bloat boy. Put down the bloat boy. You gonna get the counter spell? No, you didn't get the counter spell. Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Nah, fam, you ain't gonna do it. Ah, sorry, buddy. Boom. There's that big hit for you right there, bro. Get Rattleworm, nerd. He's gonna draw. Lose 2 life. Draw a counter. Each gets a poison counter. He draws a card. Sacrifice. Oh, get Rattleworm, nerd. Yeah, I'll take the free packs. I might do a brawl with it. Just to capitalize on the hype for it. Also, I was not invited to the early access for Modern Horizon, by the way. If you feel upset about this, please write your local Wizards representative that Jay Villain, your favorite MTG streamer and YouTuber, was not invited. That was true, Cookies. Get Rattlewormed. Get Stickbug, lol. All right, that I could actually fuck with this right here, man. I could fuck with the mulligan. Let's try to finish strong right here, boys. Boom. He is running Domain Legends. Boom. There we go. Anybody who has these sets runs Domain Legends. It's like they make you. It's like they make these people in a factory. It's insane. Yeah, I'll take the free packs. I might buy a pack or two just for shits and giggles. It doesn't go. I don't think it goes towards golden though. Believe it or not, I don't think it actually goes towards the golden packs. Boom, boom, boom. Sandstorm Verge. Much like Axiom Verge, we're gonna swing in, eat that up. Boom, boom. Okay, boom. We're gonna hit him for 3. There you go. Is he gonna play the removal on it? You could play a lot of removal. They'll go towards golden packs, they just won't even be inside golden packs. Oh. Okay. Okay, thank you, Zulganor and Cookies. Okay. I know there was some controversy about it. Okay, alright. That, sure, yeah, I'll take it. Let's do this. That's good for some players. Yeah, not really me, though. I don't really care. I hope he plays targeted removal. Alright, so we do this. We can do 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Next. Next. Buff, buff. Just take it. Bum. Fantastic. I might use... I don't want to buy whole playsets to play huge combos. I might update my, you know, mono black vampire veto and add some of the cool shit in. But I don't think that I'm going to be going real wild with it or anything like that. Yeah, you know. So I might craft a card or two or whatever. But I don't think that it's going to be a big... I don't think it's going to be a big to-do. Oh, Crucius. Crucius Crassio. Okay. Alright, we love Crucius Crassio. Ambitious. Crassius Crucio is quite ambitious. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Activate as a sorcery. 3. Let's do this instead. Target creature can't block. Okay. Swing. He's out of there. Very nice. Good luck, historic players. Knew the Ulamog instead of Sympathy paying for someone to watch and get kicked in. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Ulamog and all that crazy stuff. What's my favorite mechanic to use? That is a very confusing question, Jason. There's like 800 mechanics in this game. I used to really like... Madness. I loved that in the vampire decks. That was really fun for me. But currently I actually enjoy plot. I actually really like heist. Yeah, those are both fun. Yeah, both of those are pretty fun. Thanks for the rat decks. No problem, man. All right, we're gonna try one more here, boys. We're gonna try one more. Hugo Cuervo. El Cuervo. Pretty solid showing overall. The only thing we're losing to is fucking heist and mono red, which, you know, it happens. I go first. This kind of fucking sucks as an opener. We'll go for it. Do I think there would be good cards in Assassin's Creed? I have no clue, man. Lord of the Rings was hit right on the nose. Assassin's Creed seems like it will be pretty cool. I feel like Lord of the Rings lent itself to... You pulled Gisa from your first ever booster purchase. By the way, I have a bunch of... I have a whole shitload of... what do you call them? Paper packs to open. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. We're gonna wait. I have a 9 play boosters and a most wanted Outlaws of Thunder Junction commander deck with Marchesa. Not Marchesa. What's her face? What's that lady's name? Oh, please don't have a fucking 1-drop counter spell. Okay. Oof. Alright. I actually have the Smuggler's Surprise. I need him to play out so he doesn't have a counter spell, is what I need him to do. Prologue to Phyresis. Okay, I need him to play out so he doesn't have a counter spell here. Perfect, that'll work. Oops, I need this. Every creature you control fights creature you don't. Crack me open for treasure. Alright, fantastic. I need him to play out. I need him to absolutely load down with cards. Play everything you got, man. Do not let up. Throw it all in there. There we go. Void Wing. Do another one, man. Do a card draw or proliferate. It's going to be alright. You can do it. No, he's not going to go for it. He's not going to go for it. Don't make me do these Tyrohenes one at a time, man. Do it, man. Cast that card draw, man. You know you want to. You know you don't want any blue cards left, man. You know you don't want them left. Oh fuck, man. All right. Well. Let's see here. See, I can't do Smuggler's Surprise because he could counterspell me, and that fucks up everything. Let's start with this then. Yeah, I'm almost positive he has a counterspell in there. He's probably clicking on it frantically. Go in. Going on 15 minutes with a roper. I'm sorry about that, dude. Okay, so he can hit me for 8 and proliferate twice. If he does that, he wins. If he can't proliferate twice, he's no good. He probably has it. He's been clutching cards in his hand the whole game. Hopefully it's mana and counterspells and not fucking 1,000 proliferates. It probably is 1,000 proliferates. There's Vraska. No, you can't you can't target it, dude. Okay, well he didn't get he didn't get it. Alright, so let's just make a statement. Let's make a little bit of a statement there. 16 damage and, you know, 16 toxic. That says something, right? That's splashy. That's a bold statement piece. Thank you, Chris S. All right. Well, we're going to leave that stomper right there for tonight, guys. Quite success with it. I actually really like this one. It's a lot of fun. Quite stompy, quite glompy, and quite number one dompy. We ran a stomper before when the set first came out, and it had mostly stomp, but I think this edition of the Venom is such a nice way, because Tyraheen was the star of the previous one. Putting the Venom back into it and hitting it hard, I think adds a dimension that people just aren't expecting. Rexing. Yes, absolutely. So until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Bye-bye.